I mean, I thought he basically said, well, the only way to do this is to cheat. So maybe he just decided, you can't beat him, join him, kind of thing. I mean, I
My man, he's showing up in the clutch. You got that should be your intro song, by the way. Where the hood at? That should be Jerome Solomon.
So that's your favorite DMX song, huh?
Bro, tell me a better one.
I'm not. I just asked a simple question, man.
Tell me a better one.
Is it because it got the N-word in there 38 times?
What song does he have that doesn't have the goddamn N-word in it 83 times?
The other ones average 23.6 N-words per studio release. The extended version averages 27, but that particular song is 38.
Well, it's the only time, when I'm in traffic and I'm in the car by myself with the windows up. Like on Office Space, where it's like, oh shit, turn it down, turn it down.
Loud. And you say it out loud.
Not in a hateful way, and I'm with you in spirit way.
God can hear you,
And Jesus was a black man, so.
Oh, you gonna learn.
You gonna learn today. Y'all, Jerome Solomon joining me on hour number 3, the special private hour of Barry on Deck. Listen, I know you're busy, man. Appreciate you being here. I know you heard the news. Were you a DMX fan? And if so, what was your favorite song?
No, I don't have a favorite song. No, I'm a fan generally. I mean, he's strong. I mean, I like his music. It hit real hard in the early 2000s, back in the day. A whole lot better than this crap that they're playing now. But his story is it's a really fascinating one to me. I mean, this dude, the life he had was so just horrible on every level. I mean, I can't even imagine. And every time I come across anyone whose story is, where they hate their mother, like hate her because she's such a bad person, it always just throws me because it's so foreign to me. For someone to feel that way about a mother or have a mother who is so utterly useless and treats their children so poorly and do so poorly for them. So he was in an almost no-win situation from the time he was brought on into this earth and managed to make something out of it. I mean, his mother, dumped him off in these homes and these, the juvenile delinquent schools and stuff, and he spent all of it. He was incarcerated through much of his childhood in a sense, and he's done a lot of bad things as bad people tend to do. But boy, it started somewhere by other bad people doing things to him.
It's a great point.
It's a really sad story in many ways.
It's a great point because out of that came a great rapper, like greatness in music. In fact, I said it, and I don't know if it's entirely accurate, but it was all I could think of at the time. But in a way, DMX was like the Lil Jon of his era. Like Lil Jon was known for that hypeness. Like you just, oh my God, you didn't want to sit down when you heard it. It got you pumped up. It made you feel good. Like that literally, when I go out running, I'll fight. Not that I run right now. Look at these chins, but I'm a runner. I like to go out and work out. And the way I work out is run. When I go run, that's my kick music. My last quarter mile, I put that song on and I sprint. And that's not just because that man motivates me to finish finish strong. It means something, man. That's motivational shit.
I would have thought you to go on like John Mayer or Green Day or something, something more befitting,
You're beautiful. Who the fuck is sprinting it out to you're beautiful? Who the fuck is 21 guns? Who the fuck is
make it home?
No, my kick song is DMX. Where the hood at? If that doesn't make you run fast as a white guy,
yeah, those are. But those beats and that, but the raspy voice that
it all works.
Non-stop pounding, just really. I mean, it does get the blood flowing and gets the energy pumped up in a sense, and that that beat in a club,
Oh my
man,
God.
just hit.
And they
hit
said
hard,
in
hit
person, he
hard.
was kind of like that. He was kind of crazy. Like he didn't give a shit. But now, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't know all of the backstory that you shared with us just now. I knew some, but not everything that you said. A lot of that now makes sense on, look, you are
Oh
how
yeah,
you are raised.
yeah.
And
He was so he got to be. I mean, he was really smart, intelligent, and did well in school. But then, by the time he came out of one of those juvenile delinquent facilities, he was like his reputation had gotten bad, and he was. I mean, he said he was just he wasn't. He'd done some interviews where he wasn't even. Um, he was robbing people, but he wasn't robbing them. He's DMX. He's like, let me have that,
this
and
is
they
what I
just
do.
give it to him and get the hell out. He was like Debo
Yeah.
without being huge and big. And he was just bad. He was bad, a bad man, and it is amazing that how hip hop has taken some of that stuff and produced such greatness in terms of the art of it. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Real quick, not to go too far off
No,
on a
do you
different
think?
tangent, but I don't know where the hell I've been. I just learned this yesterday, but from the movie Boys in the Hood, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dude in the back of the car with the double barrel shotgun that killed Ricky.
Yep.
Ricky. That
Yeah.
yeah. That dude that shot and killed Ricky was a regular dude, grew up in a middle-class neighborhood, good kid, etc. Became an actor, got a few jobs. His first big job was that playing that role as Knucklehead number 2 is what it was listed in the script.
Really? That's what it was.
And so
That's
Knucklehead
hilarious.
number 2, but he played a Crip, a Blood in the movie. Remember they were in the red car.
Right.
Next thing you know, he started liking that gangster lifestyle and became a real Blood. And then 10 years later, he went to prison for
No.
life on double murder. Then
No.
he gets into prison, goes through a religious conversion, and starts trying to convert people, bring them over to Christ. He just happened to be in a cell with a dude who was a satanic worshiper. Dude, the satanic worshiper, like, don't bring Jesus up in here. He brought Jesus up in there. His roommate, cellmate, killed him and performed a satanic ritual with his body on the floor of the cell. And they didn't find his body for like 2 days after he was murdered in prison.
What the
Well,
fuck?
art imitated, or life imitating art, as it were, because he became a real gangster. I don't know where the hell I've been, but I didn't hear that story till
I
yesterday.
never heard that
Pretty
story. Are
amazing.
you sure this isn't just some like urban legend shit?
These are facts, bro. These are facts.
That is
Hardcore
insane. I'm never gonna be an actor now. I'm not taking no roles. That's how you end up. That's pretty fucking insane.
Yeah, my first acting role, I played like a great lover, and so clearly it wasn't a stretch.
Oh my God. You're the John McClane. The new John. Get your ass off. Goddamn. Oh my God. By the way, just we have to at least talk one sports topic, and I talked about this in hour number 1 of the show. But your thoughts on I guess, what do they call it? The chickens coming home to roost on Trevor Bauer.
That stuff is so. I don't play those silly games. I don't
I
have
do.
time
I do. He gets
to
what he
play.
gets.
Yeah, I don't have time to play silly games over stuff like that. I don't. I give. You know how much thought I give to Trevor Bauer? None. I don't care.
But I think it's some sweet justice that the man who was so outspoken about Astros pitchers cheating is under suspicion at the very least of doing the exact same thing that he roasted Astros pitchers for, and other pitchers around baseball.
But I mean, I thought he basically said, well, the only way to do this is to cheat. So maybe he just decided, you can't beat him, join him, kind of thing. I don't.
It just seems like sweet justice to me.
None of this stuff is worth the discussion that people give it. Just like these idiots who just keep going on and on about the sign stealing. Let it freaking go. The Astros are the only team in the history of baseball to get punished for stealing signs. The only team in 125, 30 years of baseball, they're the only team to ever get punished for it. Yet people jumping up and down all over the place. Well, they didn't even get punished. What? The general manager and manager were fired The two most important people in the organization were fired. $5 million fine. It's play money. I know it don't mean nothing to Jim Crane. It's the biggest fine baseball has ever given out.
Draft picks.
They lost draft picks.
Yeah.
I mean, so they couldn't. Don't tell me they didn't get punished. That's stupid. And no, ain't no way in hell you're gonna take a World Series away from them. You don't take championships away from people for stealing freaking signs, something that everybody's doing. And it's not a homer thing. It has nothing to do with being from Houston. I was making the same argument with those idiots who just saying things about Deflategate and Spygate with the Patriots. No, they beat your ass. That's what happened. And you mad because they whip your ass. That's all that matters. That's what you're mad about. It ain't the trash can didn't whip your ass. Altuve, Correa, and Springer didn't whip your ass.
Justin Verlander whooped your ass. Yeah. No, that's a fact. I mean, that's a fact. But I just think it's ironic that because he was very outspoken about how much the Astros pitchers were cheaters. Just really ironic. It would be like, what was the old boy that always had the nail file in his spot? Was it Phil Necro? I forget which Necro it was. But he always got buzzed. It would be like him be like, man, you can't scuff the ball. Bro, you literally do it every chance you have. Come on, fam. This is a running question. And actually, I've banned people from this show for this. And I want to get your thoughts. I won't ban you for this, but it's a good question to ask. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? This is the hard-hitting question you get on Mario Day.
How is this a good question to ask?
Here's the thing.
Every radio show in the history of radio shows ask this dumbass question every year around Christmas time.
Well, the people want to know what you think. Do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, or is it just an action movie that takes place?
What? That makes it a Christmas movie. The action movie that takes place at Christmas?
Yes.
If it weren't Christmas, there would be no movie. John McClane went there for Christmas. If it weren't for Christmas, he wouldn't have been there. If it weren't for Christmas, he'd have been in New York. They'd have took over the place, stole the money, and been gone.
They would have done that anyways. It just happened to occur in December. Yes. They could have done that shit in July and it would have made no difference.
But that's what. No, hold on. Let me back this up. I repeat it. Because your dumb ass clearly wasn't listening.
No, you got to call. Don't put me on. I hate your ass so much. Don't mute me. Don't mute me, Jerome Solomon. This is hour number 3. I'll wait. I don't give a shit. We'll wait. Oh, my God. Look, he's got to look. Oh, goddamn. It's so close. This feels very... No, I can't hear you. Nope, you're still muted. Look, right when he had to answer the tough question, you see, he acted like he didn't want to answer that question, but he was like, I'm not about to get caught. I'm not about to get caught up in this shenanigans. He'll be back. He's going to join us again. Just so we're all clear. His point was invalid. It takes place at Christmas. It could take place at any point in the calendar. That's why it's not a Christmas movie. He's so funny, man. He may not actually come back. He may be like, fuck this shit. I'm done. It's Friday. I'm out. If he comes back, we'll add him back. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's the easy way out for him. Oh, there he is. There we go. All right, let's get him back in here because I really need to know your thoughts on this.
Dude, let me repeat what I said a second ago that you didn't hear what I said. If it were not for Christmas, there would not have been a movie. There would have just been a robbery. The movie wasn't about the robbery. The movie was about John McClane stopping the robbery. John McClane being hard to die. He would have been in New York. But Christmas is what brought the movie together. Christmas brings families together. The McClane family came together. The husband and the wife came back together because of Christmas. You know when they chose to go in? You talking about they could have gone in July? No, they had to go in at a company Christmas party when the whole company was on the same floor at a Christmas party. The Christmas party. You know what? You know when they hold Christmas parties?
At Christmas.
At Christmas.
Of all
At
the
Christmas.
listen, of all the times I have seen
have
you,
you ever seen
backstroke and try to.
Have you ever seen a July movie with a Christmas party? No.
Christmas in July.
Have Christmas parties. Christmas movies have Christmas parties.
They could have had a 4th of July party and tried to blow the shit up on 4th of July.
Right.
It didn't matter.
Yes, and then it would not have been a Christmas movie.
Let me tell you what.
Duh.
When you have a whole movie
I mean,
based around the holiday of Christmas, like as in Ebenezer Scrooge and the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future, that's a Christmas movie. But a movie that takes place during December when Christmas is occurring doesn't make it a Christmas movie. And for all the times I've ever heard you backtrack on a topic, this was your worst effort.
The ghost of present, past, and future could be the ghost of Juneteenth, present, past, and future. It could have been the ghost of Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
You should write that play. They'd be like,
past.
what?
I mean,
bro,
you can
that
pick
would
any
be
old
the
day.
best movie ever. People would just be like, this seems oddly familiar. Be like, oh, what? You're saying we gentrified Christmas?
And next thing, and then you gonna want the ghost to be black, right? So they ain't gonna come on Juneteenth. They're gonna come on the 20th, but they running late. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It ain't funny.
Juneteenth really should have been June 10th. You are so stupid. The ghost is late. It's July 3rd. Why are the ghosts showing up right now? This is ridiculous.
What the hell y'all been?
Didn't even bring nothing for the rest of us to eat. Come on, man. Oh my God. You are too stupid, Jerome. Oh, that's hilarious.
Any movie with a Christmas party, Christmas trees, Christmas music.
No. That doesn't make it a Christmas. Bro. If a movie
are you one of those people? Wait a minute. You're not one of those people who it's not a Christmas gift unless the wrapping paper is Christmas wrapping paper? So if somebody bring you a gift that doesn't have Christmas wrapping paper, but they give it to you on say the 25th of December, is it not a Christmas gift?
It's a Christmas gift. Yeah, no, that is true.
It ain't wrapped in Christmas.
But you can't wrap something in Christmas paper in August and tell me it's a Christmas gift. So because
this movie was wrapped in Christmas gift, Christmas paper, Christmas tree, Christmas music. It's a freaking Jingle Bell lullaby. It's heartwarming too. It's a heartwarming Christmas movie. I mean, it's not even debatable. I can't even believe I'm wasting time having this conversation.
Said Jesus died hard. Just saying. It's true. That is so true. Oh my God, dude.
Is there anything else?
This was it. I didn't even want to ask you that question. I actually wanted to ask you about an NFL question about making kickoffs worth 1 point if they go through the uprights. Did you happen to see that, by the way?
No, I didn't.
So the Detroit Lions punter, I forget his name, something Fox. It doesn't matter. He's the Lions punter. No one gives a shit.
He went to Rice, dude. He's a local dude.
No one gives a shit.
You gotta respect the local.
Okay.
He was a rookie of the year. The dude's
rookie of the year.
Man. Come on.
Well, later. I'll respect him.
He was a rookie last year. Is my point.
Okay.
He was
he was rookie of the year. I was like, no punter has ever won rookie of the year.
He was rookie of the month.
Oh, well.
1 month.
Yeah. Well, when your fucking offense is inept, you're prone to get that as a punter.
In fact, it was like
don't make me put respect on a punter's name.
He was rookie of the month in December. It was like a Christmas rookie of the month.
He's a Christmas punter. He's Jesus punter. He's a Jesus punter. He punts and then it bounces back 3 days later. It'll come on back and listen. He said, and I love the idea. He said that if you kick off through the uprights, it should be worth a point. And I love the idea.
I'm cool with that.
I think there should be like more stipulation. Like you have to announce, kind of like when you say, "Hey, I'm an eligible receiver." You say, "Look, we're going to try to kick for a point." Maybe it's a tie game with 3 seconds.
And if you miss, they get the ball at midfield.
Or somewhere. I said 30. Somebody in the chat said 50. That's too much of a punishment.
They get up there already. No, yeah. I mean, they already get the ball at the 35 or 40, whatever.
I thought it was a
35. You
25.
got to put it in midfield. But 30. This is a 30.
So I was giving them a 5-yard penalty. I was making it the 30. Okay, 35. 50 is too much.
Because
I'll go
giving
35.
somebody a chance at what? You giving somebody a chance at a point. A point versus 5 yards? No. You gotta, that's gotta be, it's gotta be something that they don't try to do every time, but they definitely will do when they
especially with the game on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I like it.
You don't want them, you don't want them trying for 1 point on the first kickoff of the game.
No, because that's true. If they miss it, then you get the ball on the 50. There's consequences and repercussions. Okay, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Hey man, how can the people?
Everything I say makes sense. I don't know why you.
I'm so glad this show is over with. How can the people follow you on Twitter and listen to you spew this bullshit?
Yo, Dennis, boy, I bet he just enjoy going in there and yanking them out. That's the only way you can get something out of you.
I hate you so much. How can the people follow you on Twitter?
At Jerome Solomon. I am there everywhere. Houston Sports Show, Texas Sports Nation.
Texas Sports Nation, Houston Sports Show, Channel 2 on Sundays. Make sure you listen to him Sunday mornings on ESPN Radio, Houston Sports Show as well. Him and Jerome and him and Lauren and Rachel do a great job on that show as well. Follow him on Twitter. Read him on cron.com. Jerome, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining me very much.
Later, Holmes.
Daddy's making a YouTube video.